Okay, really excited today. Finally got you here. I know you've probably been really busy being that your blog went viral. It's amazing. I just had a chance to read it last night, and I kind of see why it went viral. It was a pretty interesting piece of literature, and so I know you guys are you young ladies are pretty happy about this your blog going viral. How did you react when you first saw that a lot of people were reading it?
I was happy.
You were okay.
Yes.
You were happy.
Yes.
You were happy. All right. Have you always
did something?
Have you always been writers, or is this something you just started doing here recently?
Started doing it recently.
Okay, all right. So that's great. Well, like I said, I had a chance to read your blog, and there are some things that I really liked about it. So I wanted to ask you a few questions about it, if you don't mind, since I have you here finally. Okay, so there are two quotes that you used in the first sentence that I wanted to ask you about. It was I think these quotes are coming from the quotes are coming from, I think you said Fredric Douglas's autobiography.
No.
They're not coming from Fredric Douglas's
autobiography.
Okay.
The Fredric Douglass, in his journey of from a slave to a free man.
Oh, okay. So okay, so very interesting. So I think you quoted him. He said, "Liar, you were not a slave as you say you were, and none of your words tell any truth about slavery." Now, okay, so
those aren't the words of Fredric Douglass. These are the words of pro-slavery activists.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just curious. You said that these were common words that were thrown at Douglas from pro-slavery activists during his speeches. They didn't believe, I think, that he was a slave. What? How is that?
Why? Because the slaves was okay. They don't know how to read and write, and his way to write, it was persuasive and intelligent. So
they were impressed with the way he wrote, so they didn't believe that he was a slave.
Yeah.
It's like an imposter. They thought he was an imposter. So I mean, but other than that, is there any other reasons you think they said that to him? Other than this, because of the way he wrote, do you think there were any other reasons they said it to him?
Yeah, because the slaves don't know how to read and write, so.
Okay. So that's why they doubted him.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, you made another comment towards the beginning of your blog. You said 12 years a slave and birth of a nation. Are these books? Or you were talking about are these books? 12 years a slave and birth of a nation.
No, the movie.
Oh, your movies. Oh, okay, because you said they underscored Douglas's credibility and authenticated his impressions and retelling the story of slavery. I mean, but if they were movies, that's Hollywood. So they were fake. How did they authenticate the book? This was an autobiography.
Official. Non-fiction, sir.
Also, the autobiography itself is non-fiction. Okay, I'm just really curious. Yeah, could you help us to understand how it authenticated what Douglas was talking about in his autobiography? Could you?
Can you say the question?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how these Hollywood movies authenticated what Douglas was saying, since they were movies. You know, they weren't really. They weren't. The autobiography was real, and the movies were fake. How did they authenticate what Douglas was saying in his book?
I can't understand the question.
Okay, so you said that these movies gave validity to what Douglas was saying about slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out, how did the movies do that? The two movies that you quoted, you said 12 Years a Slave and Birth of a Nation. I'm just curious about that. So I take
they took from the novels and they put it in the movies. So
okay, so these, oh, I get you what you're saying. So you're saying these two movies were made from Douglas's book. That's what you're saying.
they think like each other, you know.
Oh, they think like each other. Okay, all right. Anyway, okay, no problem. What did you mean when you said by writing this memoir, he asserts the right of freedom and an American deserves? How is that?
Can you say the
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
question
Let me repeat the question. What did you mean when you said by writing this memoir, he asserts the right of freedom and an American deserves? How is that? Any comment on that question? Oh, okay. You want me to say the question again? Okay. Huh?
Can she answer the question again?
I heard the question.
Can she answer say the question again.
Okay. I mean, I was really curious about this. What did you mean when you said? And this is what you wrote in the blog that I read. You said, by writing this memoir, he asserts the right of freedom an American deserves. I'm trying to get you to expound upon that statement a little bit.
Oh, is it American dream? استني مش سامعة. طبعا صح.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, like I said, I'm really happy that you were able to come by and interview with us about your amazing blog. I'm going to put a link in the description so that others can enjoy your blog also. And I appreciate you coming. Maybe we can have you again if you have some time. Thank you for coming to Mr. Quick's class. All right.